Welcome to another episode of Guess the Test by Elevar, where you learn the data behind a conversion optimization experiment, the variance competing, and of course, the winning version and learning lessons. If you aren't familiar with Elevar, we help Shopify brands clean up their tracking and ensure 95% of conversions are delivered to their most critical marketing channels like Facebook and Google Analytics. So let's get into today's episode and guess the test. Alrighty, we are back for another episode of Guess the Test with a big bang, and we're here with our lead CRO strategist, Kirby. Kirby, what are we looking at today?
Yeah, so today we're going to be looking at a product page test. So this will be desktop only.
Okay.
Essentially, this is just changing, how the product images are presented on the product page. So
Cool.
Yeah, this case, the KPIs here were add to cart rate and then just overall conversion rate.
All right. Any whys behind this? So is there any data that was driving this particular experiment?
Yeah, so this is actually a request from the founder. So she had seen a number of sites kind of in a similar vertical that had gone from kind of the traditional thumbnail version to kind of the half-page grid style.
The Nike
Exactly.
style?
Yeah. So she just wanted to see, she wanted to take kind of a data-driven approach and make sure that, changing, simply for aesthetics didn't have a negative impact on conversion rate.
Yeah. Smart. Test into it. Don't assume a new feature is just magically going to win every time.
Yeah,
Very
exactly.
smart.
Yep.
All right, let's take a look at the control and variant. I already know what the variant looks like with Nike, but let's check it out.
Cool. Yeah, so here we have the control. So you can see about half of the page is the primary product image. And then there on the left, you have 5 or 6 product thumbnails that you can click to essentially activate to be that full image there. So that's the control. And then the variant here, we've gotten rid of the product thumbnails, and we just have this kind of half width product grid where on the right the product information will remain sticky, and then a user can kind of scroll through the entire product gallery there on the left.
Yeah.
So this one, like I said, you've seen this probably a handful of times in different verticals. So what's your guess?
We have several customers that I think have gone this way, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Man, I'm on a losing streak, which I don't like. Let's see, what kind of questions? What do you know the interaction rate for image? So image clicks or video clicks or anything? What type of interaction or event data do you have in this one?
Yeah, so the percentage of interactions, I can't recall, but I do know, just having looked at it recently, for users that did interact with the thumbnails in the control, they converted at probably like 20 or so percent higher than those who didn't. So it was a pretty qualified or a pretty high converting interaction for users who are clicking on a thumbnail.
Yeah. So does that mean that showing more on the grid is the right one? So I'm not going to pull up the site because I could pull up the winner, I'm guessing. That's an interesting data point. What's their percentage mobile desktop?
Desktop is about 20%, but makes up a higher percentage of revenue than the amount of traffic that it is. So revenue is probably like 25 to 30%.
Okay. So we know that the grid's not really going to change on mobile. So
this is desktop only.
Oh yeah, it used to. Okay, desktop only. Okay.
Yeah.
I was going to sound really smart saying, no change on mobile.
Yeah.
Okay. So with that, I'm going to go with the variant and say a modest win. I don't see this one being substantial, but yeah, we'll do the variant modest win for add to cart conversion rate. I don't know, maybe 1% to 2%. I see that grin. You're like, this is another loss for me. So tell me, am I continuing my losing streak here?
No, you guessed the right variant. So the variant did win in this case. The results were actually a lot more significant than that,
Yeah.
which is good to see.
It's
So
still a
add to
win.
cart, yeah, still counts as a win. Cart rate, we saw about an 8.5% increase with a 90%
Wow.
stat sig. And then overall conversion rate was, really high at 17% increase with a 94% stat sig. So
Wow. How
yeah,
many
really,
total
really.
conversions?
There was about 500 total,
Mm-hmm.
so 250
Yeah.
roughly, for
Yeah.
each.
Cool. What are your takeaways? Is this the new standard for PDPs?
Yeah, so this case, I think it really lends well to the vertical that this client is in. It's a very
Mm-hmm.
visual product, so I think that moving to the grid style just shows off the product a lot better.
Mm-hmm.
I would say one call out, especially in this case, oftentimes new dev projects will be pushed with
Yeah.
little or no consideration to potential impact on conversion rate and having an optimized site. So in this case, like I said, the founder wanted to approach us, wanted to validate and
Yeah.
have an informed decision, moving to something that was essentially just an aesthetic change.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
really good to have that client participation.
Cool. Awesome. This was a good one.
Yeah,
Look forward to seeing more of these grid style Nike PDPs.
yeah,
Anything
yeah.
else?
That's all I got. Yep.
Alrighty. Till next time.
All right.
See
We'll see
ya.
it.